Okay, so the Ministry of Remedy hearing was adjourned for some consideration. We put it to a vote. The question really was, has anybody got a right to assign the rights of somebody else in order to capitalize on them, really, in order for somebody else to say, I'm giving you this particular energy exchange, but it's coming from another account. And if the account that it's originating from hasn't agreed to be a third party investor or creditor to that particular project, to try to put it in clarity in people's minds, then it's usurping. And we've all unanimously agreed that that's unlawful, which is why we created Universal Law Community Trust in the first place. So people had an alternative to the usual system that does do that. So we've just been talking obviously about the consideration of the fact that if we did allow that to be set as a standard, then we would be no different from the administrative system. So now we're going to bring back in Truth Juggler, and one of the events, who's going, I'm going to step out now, I've got nothing else to say, I'm just going to remain in the background. Does 1416 128 or 1367 want to give him the decision, the determination?
Sure, so it's along the lines of
wait a second, I've got to bring him out of the room. Wait a minute. Or did you want to say it first?
Yeah, I just wanted to go through the wording of it. So it's basically a case we voted on whether he should have a right to rely on your energy and feed off your energy in this matter, and that when your trust in him has been taken away.
No, that wasn't the question. The question was, is it right to have, so do you want to write this down? So it's actually written in the email. Does somebody have the right to assign somebody else's rights to be invested into a project that the originator would object to? If that, so it's like me taking a franchise, and I accept the terms and conditions of the right of use of that logo or that franchise or intellectual property or whatever, and then I change it and I turn it into something else.
Does someone have the right to assign, does someone have the right to does
somebody have the right to assign the right of another? It's usurping.
The rights of another project that the originator would object to.
So does somebody have the rights to assign the rights of another to be invested in a project that the originator of those rights would object to? So,
okay, so that's a basic question, and it was a overall no.
So in order to remedy this situation, the Hereford Community Trust have determined determined that they are going to stand surety.
Yeah.
With their equitable rights that they've got in their community pot. To stand surety. How this is done, it's exemplified by Truth Juggler assigning his consent, so that you've got a record of that again inside your ledger book. And he will have a kindness, he will have a warranty reference sub account from, let me just
So sorry, exemplified by truth juggler getting a warrant card, was that?
yeah, so he needs to assign his consent to the
Okay.
ULC trust again, doesn't he?
Consent. Is it going to be, are we going to do this for one day? Or is it going to, because, you know, that's my whole thing about, I wanted to do it for one day, not continuously.
His behaviour will do it. That's so. Do you want me to? So you're going to give him a temporary account number, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's concerned temporarily.
Open your Herefordshire Community Trust ledger roll.
Ledger roll. Yeah.
Enter the legal fiction at whatever column, page, line reference it is. Is that legal fiction? What is it you're assigning? Temporary kindness credit account ledger roll.
Yeah.
Or you can use yours as do / so it's 1416/01 and issue him a temporary account under your account as a sub account.
Or temp account under my account.
Under your ledger. So you've got Minister of Event Family Trust ledger roll 1416. Open the page, the next page, what column is it? Column 1. So 001, is it page 2? 02. Line 3 is my next number. And then hyphen 1416-01. And that's his temporary account reference number. And that's for anybody else who's issuing community. You don't need to come to the Grand Ledger if you're already recorded in there. This is for you to minister your own community, which is why anybody coming and saying this is a cult or it's a dictatorship, you know, every single one of your presumptions is rebutted, hopefully here tonight. This is a forum for truth and open source, unedited information. And here you have it. Here's your standard. And here's an exemplification of some amazing beings who keep standing surety no matter what, in all conditions. It sounds like unconditional love to me. Isn't that lovely? As a cult, let's culture.
Don't go that far.
Well, I think
The thing is, everyone makes mistakes, isn't it? So you know, we're still learning.
You might love is never in question with this at all. You might not like to have any interaction with that individual, but you don't stop loving them. And that's what I'm hoping is exemplified here, regardless of, you know, even 1,000 Karen Hamlins, John Shackletons, Tom Newtons of the world, even Boris Johnson, even Bill Gates, right? Do you know why? And that's the saving grace in all of it. That's why love will never be conquered, because they're made out of it as well. Even that tiny little nanoparticle of it is that, but it's that. And you're going to go and talk to that. And so that's what I was looking for. And that's what I was expecting to speak to. There's many layers with this individual in resistance to recognizing something beautiful and its pure form. And when you look at something with a contaminated perspective, everything's horrible, everything's chaos, everything's a nightmare, everything's too good to be true, everything's somebody's trying to do me over, because that's what we've been conditioned with. So the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because I will not facilitate a victim state, because it is draining. So anybody who wants to step up, step across out your victim state, here you are, I'm holding the door open, and here's my hand to help you across. But stand in that victim state and ask me to come to it and compound my energy in there with you to try to convince you. It's not, most people want to convince people of something. I want you to convince yourself with this. And even at that point, it doesn't matter to me if you don't. I would like you all to convince yourselves, but I'm not going to convince you to go and convince yourself. That's your job. And that's why this is so difficult for people to get, because we're all so ready and normal. It's the norm to have somebody to blame. It's the government, it's the bank, it's the water company, it's the electricity, it's the car fat cat. It's you not being a me. That is the problem. So I'm going to bring him in. Are you ready to give your determination?
Yeah.
I'm going to drop out because I really, I'm going to put myself in the waiting room. Can I put myself in the waiting room?
Are we staying on the call for after, or what's happening? She's gone.
I guess we just go through this and yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to stay on the call after this because it's recorded. So over to you, Herefordshire Community Trust, you awesome beings. Thank you and good night.
No.
Speak truth to power, you there?
Hello? Hello?
Truth to power, you there? Hello.
Hello? Can you hear us?
Juggler?
Speak truth to power. Truth juggler. He must be in another room or something.
No, he's here. He's in here.
He's not.
Sharon is here.
Maybe if
Speak
he can't hear him, maybe he should drop out and drop back in again or something. His mic's on.
I can see him. I can't hear him.
Speak truth to power. Are you there? Or type in the chat. Maybe.
Truth juggler. That did sound like his laugh, actually.
Beat truth to power.
It did sound like him.
Truth
Maybe
juggler.
I don't think he's next to his phone, is he?
No, he's not going.
Oh well, not going to sit here all night, so.
Truth juggler.
Oh, yeah, it's obviously not that bothered.
Oh dear.
Okay, well, if you can't give him the determination publicly, then it looks like he's made the decision for you, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Somebody want to call him?
Yeah, I've got to send a quick message.
I'm going to make you host now, and then when you finish, just end the call. No, I won't be able to do that because it's recorded immediately. Okay. Give him a call. I'll be shut up.
I'm in the corner.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service.
His name's up on the thing now. Truth juggler, if you can hear us, go in. Sorry, get out of the call and come back in because we can't hear you.
Sorry, guys, but I think I'm gonna go.
Okay, yeah, I've just sent him a little message as well. Try and get him on. But he didn't answer the call. But he's there. I mean, he's still on. I don't know what's going on.
He isn't, so I'm not spending any more of my energy on it either.
I don't mind hanging about for a bit if anyone's staying on.
Thank you, 1367. Thanks, love. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you, 1367.
Thanks, 57. See ya.
See you guys.
Enjoy your evening.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Looks like everybody's leaving.
Have you tried calling him 128?
I can try and call him. Yeah?
I've just tried myself, but he didn't answer, so I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest. I don't know. But he's still on this call, but his name's there anyway. But he can't hear us and we can't hear him.
Okay, maybe I can put him on speaker if he answers.
Yeah.
There, you can hear his phone ringing now.
Very fun. Yeah. So.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service. The person you are calling is unable to take your call. Please leave your message after the tone.
Gypsies is doing that pan.
Okay, I don't know what's happening there then. He's not answering his phone.
2 days.
I don't know what to do.
Make a soup or something. Or a stew. In the pressure boiler. Pressure cooker.
He may have had to go out the room or something with family or whatever. Nice.
Why don't you just
Football's on as well, isn't it?
why don't you just wait a second and you might be able to hear what it is they've got to say.
Sure.
Right, the only mic that's not unmuted, that's not muted, is the legal fictions. Truth Juggler, have you got anything that you'd like to add before we give you the determination? No? Okay. For me, that's contempt of court, to be honest, but anyway, I'm out. Kali Nikta, everybody.